What's up everybody? So yesterday Subaru revealed the 2024 BRZ TS, and while it brings back the TS name to the BRZ, there's fewer changes this time around than the last generation version, but thankfully it shouldn't be as rare either. This time around, the TS is essentially a rebranded version of the Performance Pack that Toyota just announced for the GRD6, but with a few notable changes. While it does appear to get the same Brembo 4-piston front and 2-piston rear brakes as the Toyota, here they're painted gold, which is a really cool throwback to the STIs in my opinion. And while Toyota's performance package provides Sachs dampers, here they're STI-tuned Hitachi dampers instead, and it appears that that's where the STI tuning seems to end, because there's no other mention in the press release here to any other suspension changes. In an interview with Subaru's head of product and technology communications, they did also say that they switched from aluminum front knuckles to steel ones, just like the GRD6 now uses, and undoing one of those advancements of the new gen BRZ here that was exclusive to it. So we will see if there's any other changes that weren't mentioned here in the press release. There could be more to it, but this is all they're saying for now. And it's based on the limited trim, and unfortunately the wheels are just carryovers from the limited trim, as are the tires, which are 215 wide Michelin Pilot Sport 4s. And aside from the BRZ TS badges on the front and the back and the gold Brembos, the only other visual changes are black mirrors and the black shark fin antenna, which is a pretty big disappointment to me since the last gen came with a huge wing, STI wheels, and great unique aero pieces. One other notable change here is that the inside, though, does get a few changes to differentiate it from regular BRZs, like blue stitching and blue leather accents there on the seats instead of the red ones you used to have previously. The gauge cluster also gets an STI logo on startup, and that logo is also displayed now on the digital gauge cluster, but to me that just seems like a tease for the fact that we don't actually have a real STI version of the BRZ still. But this is more than Toyota does with their performance pack, so I guess calling this the TS is slightly more justified, even though I still think this package feels a bit underwhelming to me for that tuned by STI branding. The good news though about this watered down TS is that there is no 500 unit limit on the production like the last time. This one will be a regular production model, and it'll be available in every color the BRZ is offered in. So hopefully good supply will make markups on these fairly rare, but we'll see, of course, about that. It does appear though that the TS will only be available with the manual transmission, since that's the only one that was mentioned here in the press release. Again, maybe they'll offer it with the automatic, but there wasn't any mention of it here, so I would safely assume it's going to be manual only for this one. The last bit of news to note though is that all 2024 BRZs now come with EyeSight as standard, even the manual transmission ones. Subaru adapted the EyeSight system to now work with the manuals, including the adaptive cruise control function and the safety stuff like automatic emergency braking and lane departure alert. So I'd expect this to also come standard on 2024 WRXs as well, so if you don't like having that tech, get a 2023 while you can. And it's also worth mentioning, if you're unaware, the GR86 is also getting that same advancement here for 2024, so same issue there if that's something you don't like. But lastly, there's no pricing for the BRZ TS or any 2024 BRZs yet, but expect them to all get a higher price thanks to the extra tech. And while we don't know the price for Toyota's performance package still, I'd expect the TS to carry a slightly higher premium due to its few extra touches, with my guess that pricing will come in right around $35,000 including destination. Could be a little more or a little less, but that's my safe bet there. So anyway, that's the 2024 BRZ TS. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.